power and privilege to harm innocent people in our country for so many years. The role of media figures, influencers, and insiders, who's being paid and who isn't, to make you believe a narrative that is not true. And
all right, let's go ahead and get right to it then. All right, let's go ahead and get to it with the first argument here. Is to go past the introductions, because you I think you've seen some of these guys around. All right, let's get to it.
So I want to start tonight by playing a clip of this administration's campaign promises from 2016 through 2024, and then open up the floor to both sides.
I will end the devastating inflation crisis immediately, bring down interest rates and lower.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. The fact that Trump fails day one. Promised to end inflation. Well, yeah, inflation's at 4.2%. I mean, yeah, that's not good. I mean, in wages, yeah, they're not outpacing inflation. So we're really in a bad spot when it comes to inflation. And guys, here's the thing. I mean, you do understand that when wages aren't outpacing inflation, we're going to see higher prices that our wages most likely won't catch up to. Not everybody, but a good amount.
Or the cost of energy.
We're going to bring those prices way down.
A vote for Trump means your groceries will be cheaper. Groceries, cars. I want to stop all payments to big insurance companies and instead give that money directly to the people so they can buy their own health care. All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. When we win back the White House, we will have no higher priority than ending the weaponization of this horrible legal system.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, he did keep his immigration promises. And if you count the self-deportations, I think he got about like what? 1.8 million out of here? Damn near 2 million.
System. I am the candidate of peace. I am peace. People don't believe that. I am peace.
A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for a man who wants to end wars, not start them.
These endless wars.
Man, that sure did burn us. And I know Tulsi Gabbard sure feels kind of stupid because we all do. It's like, oh, this man walked us right into one. He didn't pick up a war or nothing. He didn't get left a war. He got left a clean slate. And this man walks us into a whole conflict with Iran that ends up spiking oil prices and making us look dumb on the global stage.
Wars that we've been in, I've gotten us out of so many.
We don't want to get into wars. We're tired of fighting. I'm the only president in the last 84 years that didn't start a war. Under Trump, we will have no more wars, no more wars, no more wars. Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, I will have the disastrous war between Russia and Ukraine settled.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would.
Last night, Trump said he's thinking about using 20% of the savings to pay down debt and giving another 20% to Americans. That could potentially mean checks up to $5,000.
Waging war on government wages.
That could potentially.
Nah, the Doge check was wild because I thought that was going somewhere. But here's the thing, though. Like a lot of, honestly, the Republicans and Democrats alike were stopping Doge from cutting. And there were more cuts that need to be made, but they pretty much ran Doge out of town, Elon Musk and the rest of them. And of course, I mean, they're saying that Doge still continued, but now it's being done by, the government officials that we were trusting to do it the first time, but completely failed.
Mean checks up to $5,000.
Waging war on government waste, fraud, and abuse, and they're curbing inflation and saving taxpayers billions and billions of dollars every single day. And we're going to be giving back refunds out of the tariffs because we've taken in literally trillions of dollars.
So have President Trump and this administration's agenda radically shifted from its core message that people voted for? And if not, how do we explain the discrepancy between these campaign promises and what people are seeing?
Well, I'd say the tape pretty much speaks for itself. I think the challenge is going to be upon them to explain how any of that has happened. The only thing I heard on that tape that has happened to this day is that the border is secure. Nothing else that he says in that video, none of it has happened.
Be specific. What hasn't happened?
We haven't deported millions of illegals.
We have deported 2.5 people,
no,
2.5 million people.
2.5 million.
Yes,
in fact,
no,
in fact Trump has deported less than Barack Obama.
You just said you liked the border. That was the only good thing.
No, we have.
No, 2.5. It's about, let's see, like I said, they said about 1.2 million self-deportations and 600,000, like, forced deportation, through ICE. So yeah, that leads up to about that 1.8, but over 2, no. I mean, and that 1.8 is like that. That's at its highest. Some people are saying it was only like 1.2 million, 1.5. I mean, but the highest I've heard is 1.8. And that's like I said, including with the numbers from ICE and including the numbers or the estimates that they get from the self-deportations.
The border is different
Legal
than
crossings are
deportation.
down to like zero.
The border is different than deportations.
Obama
So we need more
deported
deportation.
3.1 million people in
Now,
8
granted,
years.
Obama,
8 years.
who deported more,
Obama
Obama or
deported
Trump?
3.1 million
Well,
people.
guys, make sure to like the video by double tapping that screen, guys. Appreciate the support. We got 50 y'all in here, man. So let's get the 50 likes by double tapping that screen and smashing that like button.
In 8 years.
Obama
We have
fudges
done
those numbers. and
2.5 million.
He includes turnaways.
So when Trump comes out and says we have to keep the workers here because our economy needs them, so we're not doing mass deportations, how do you explain that?
No, Trump has the largest deportation operation in American history. He literally is still ongoing, and he's actually getting opposition from.
Yeah, but that doesn't answer his question on, when Trump just turned around and said, well, I guess we need the farmers, we need the hotel workers. Yeah, I mean, pretty much he's saying we need the illegal immigrants, the same illegal immigrants he said he was going to deport because they're taking American jobs as well. These low-wage jobs that are, kids could be working or whatever. And these low-wage jobs that these undocumented immigrants go into and drive down wages through. So it's not really helping us out. And these people are only being exploited. And guess who's doing the exploiting? The corporate elite. So what? Are we all now for corporate slavery? Because what? F Donald Trump? Like, really think about what y'all doing here with that, Dems. And then, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, Trump, too. It's like, what are you really sponsoring here? You're supposed to be against the corporations. You're supposed to be against this reckless form of immigration. But now you're saying, well, just because a couple corporations start whispering in his ear, oh, it's all good now. Well, as long as you're working on a farm or a construction site, it's all good. Like, your thumbs up? No. Get them up out of here. We see all of them as equally breaking the law, so they all got to be gone. And they need to come through the proper way. And if they come through the proper way, then I'm all for it. But if not, they got to go. Or what's the point of even having a proper way?
Inside his own party, he's being so effective at it, and we're not even talking about it anymore.
So you guys are okay with the deportations?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So that's just a difference.
I feel remember as if they're adequate after having 10, 15 million come in under Biden alone, and you're going to bring up a 2 million figure? Is it?
Well, that's kind of my point. Is look at the quagmire he inherited. 12 million people is more than Ellis Island in its totality.
Right, but that's the whole point. Is that if you're going to promise mass deportations and only deliver, as Linda's saying, 2 million,
he's deporting more than any president.
2.5 million in a year and a half.
He's slowing it down too. Instead
He's not slowing it down.
Well, that's the rhetoric that they're giving us.
Right, because you guys now propagate fake news.
No, listen,
That's what you guys.
I'm listening to.
No, he's slowing it down. We stopped ICE operations in Minneapolis and other places as well. They said to pretty much, one, draw down operations. So pretty much not going to go as hard, and they want to start working with local law enforcement. But Trump has hinted that, these mass deportations, we're going to stop them until basically, let's see what happens in midterm, so we can even continue them. Well, we'll see. Like I said, he's not lying. It's not that he's propagating fake news. This is literally what Trump is saying out of his mouth and kind of showing us.
Trump.
That's what you guys do.
Literally,
now.
it's Trump
you
saying
guys push fake news.
Trump multiple times from the White House has said we have to keep these illegal workers here. That's his own word. So is Trump fake news?
I haven't heard that.
Did we not talk about
You're the one that says we don't pay attention. You seem to not
Did
pay
I say
attention.
you don't pay attention? I said you're
That's what seems to
spreading
be the
fake
case
news,
here.
and you have.
And yet you can't say but what's the fake news?
Wait,
Everything you.
And bro, this girl here is going to be the most annoying one, dog. Is like the way she debates is low key the way most of MAGA debates, and you're about to see what I mean. And instead of actually honestly debating it, she's like, "Oh, bring up the clip." No, Trump actually did say that. He did say that. There is a clip of him saying he said it during one of his rallies. But okay.
Times from the White House has said we have to keep these illegal workers here. That's his own word. So is Trump fake news?
I haven't heard that.
No, it was told that the hotel guys, the construction guys were coming to him. The billionaires were coming to him pretty much saying, we need these illegal immigrants. You think you can lax up on this and tell ICE not to go into these places or just stop it altogether or make some exceptions. And Trump was following along. So no, that's not fake news. That's just Trump capitulating for corporate interests.
Did
Play
he
it.
not talk about
You're the one
wanting
that
them
says we
fired?
don't pay attention. You seem to not
Did
pay
I say
attention.
you don't pay attention? I say you're
That's what seems to
spreading
be the
fake
case
news,
here.
and you have.
And yet you can't say
And
the
you
name.
have.
But what's the fake news?
Wait,
Everything you post.
How can you accuse me?
Everything you
Hold on a
post.
second. How can
Everything
you
you
accuse
post
me?
on social media is fake news. Everything.
I'd
And
love
now
to
you
hear you
post
say one thing.
socialist talking points from Kamala
No.
Harris says fact check posts. That's what you do now. You're a socialist now.
You just admit.
Yeah, see that dishonest way of debating that low-key MAGA does instead of just debating the point. Instead of just debating the point, they want to call you a socialist, a liberal, a traitor, but they can't debate the point. It's like she can't even debate the point that, yeah, that's actually what Trump said, that we need to keep these guys, and he did it under corporate interest. Instead, you're over here trying to say, oh, no, he's lying, but no, this is exactly what Trump is doing, and Trump said it out loud. But okay, okay. The thing is, like, they just don't want to accept the facts. They really don't. And they rather just lash out against you and paint you as the enemy, even though you were once on their side.
You don't pay attention to the Trump administration.
I
and
do
you're
pay
going to
attention.
accuse me
I'm
of
sorry I
fake
didn't pay attention
news,
to that
but you
clip.
don't even know
I'm
what you're
sorry I
talking
didn't pay.
about.
That's why I said play
Real
it.
quick, I did see something about Trump, and he was talking about like wanting to keep illegals when it comes to farming and agriculture and all those things.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, that's not what I personally
Linda, have you
voted
seen that or
for.
not?
I have
Yeah,
not.
but we're
I would love
ignoring
to see
nuance
it.
here. Because he said we have to keep some
We haven't
illegals here
seen it.
for farm work, etc. It doesn't mean he's against deporting illegal
We don't
aliens.
have those visas.
You're taking, you keep doing these blanket statements. Yes, he did say that we need to keep some illegals here. That doesn't mean he doesn't want to deport as many as humanly
But
possible.
is that not?
That's crazy. Okay, I found the clip. I still have the clip of when Trump pretty much said it. It's a nice long little clip, so I'm gonna wait till it loads up. So, but I got you. I found it, guys. I found the clip.
Not an obvious concession to his
But
donors.
why did he want
That's
to
what
keep him?
the presidency is about. It's about.
But why? Hold on. Why? He's in his second term. Did we not get promised extraordinary measures, and is he delivering on them?
Nobody serious can ever.
I mean, when it comes to immigration, I don't really think they have these, the America First guys have a good argument, because let's be real, if we count it all together, he surpassed 1 million. And what's the suitable number? How much do we want gone? Like 4 million, 10 million? How much is, like, what's the quota? What's the minimum per year that Trump was supposed to be at? Because let me be real with you, I don't think we even had that discussion. Be real.
Argue that Trump has not stopped the border invasion that's happening and not mass deported. That's not you guys can't be serious right now. 2.3.
I'm absolutely serious.
2.3 million people have been deported in 1.5 years. Asylum claims 2 years ago were at 50%. Today they're at 7%. The border, 12 million people came into the country under Biden. 2.3 million have left. There's no net new migration into this
I don't know about that 2.3 million. They're definitely inflating that.
country right
Okay.
now.
That's pretty good.
I actually can't see where your argument.
We're not even getting back to baseline of Trump when he left office, and you guys are taking victory laps as
How
if that's.
quickly can
We're not
we
taking
take
victory laps.
You are.
We're
What is
saying
the
the
number
work
of
is
victory
getting
laps?
done. We're not
Who's
taking victory laps.
Who's taking a victory lap?
What is the number that you guys? I'd like to see at least 10 million people.
2.3 million.
agree.
I'd love that.
So I'm saying, what's the number?
2.3 million people in a year and a half is sufficient to us to say that, and shutting down the border, which is a huge victory for this country. You're saying that that's not sufficient. The burden is on you to tell us what would a sufficient number be for own.
I'd say at least 10 million in 4 years at a minimum.
And propose a plan for the Trump administration to deport 4 times when ICE has already been deployed throughout the country. When we spent billions of dollars on ICE to deport people. Please give us a plan, a basic plan of how that's going to happen. While I'm sure it's going to come up that you're saying prices aren't going down. If we start deporting all the farm workers immediately like that, please explain how prices don't rise for the average American at the grocery store as well.
I love that logic because that's exactly what you're asking Americans for this war in Iran.
I love that logic because it's the same logic that the liberals use that you guys get tired of them using. Well, who's going to pick your fruits? Who's going to clean your toilets? Who's going to wipe your ass? It's like it's kind of crazy how MAGA has resorted to using the same arguments that the Dems use. Well, we actually need these immigrants. Well, then why are you guys so hard on them if you're over here making an argument that we need to keep them to have low prices? And here's the thing, I know that's the reason why we should never brought them in here, because we walked ourselves into this pricing trap to where they could sell it, because to where that is actually a viable argument. It is like, yo, we send these guys home, we have to pay people more. That's gonna up pricing. But that's the thing. We should have never let these corporations do it in the first place. And the fact that we let them do it, now they're holding that leverage over us. Well, we need to be able to extort these undocumented immigrants to give you guys low prices. We need to allow the extortion of Chinese people, the extortion of African children, to allow these low prices. They walked us into this trap. And I'm be real with you, now it's going to take some real morality and ethics to pull us out of it, or else we're just going to be caught up in the materialism of low prices.
And to pay more for gas.
We're not talking about Iran right
now. That's logic.
You love switching the topic. We're talking about
logical consistency.
No, we're talking about
if you're going to ask Americans to pay more for gas for a war in the Middle East for foreign and special interests, but you're not going to ask Americans to pay more to keep Americans employed in our own country?
I'm more than happy to discuss the Iran war. I'm more than happy to talk about the Iran war. More than happy. And it's not going to go well for you. So let's stick to mass deportation. I asked you to propose a basic.
No, honestly, dog, I think that's the one topic that will not go well for you guys. That's the one topic that nobody MAGA has been able to successfully defend.
Plan for how we can get 4 times the number of people that Trump is currently deported out of the country in a year and a half.
Okay, sure. First of all, if you want to stop the illegals from coming here, you close the border. He's done that. Second of all the people that come here and send money back to their home country, I would tax that at 90%. You're going to come here and work here. You're going to send.
True. You got to destroy the incentive of coming to America. I mean, honestly, that's the best way to stop immigration. Destroy the incentives. If you're going to come here, you're going to be fully involved in our system. You're not going to be over here sending money out to Mexico. Or else we're just, for every dollar, I mean, yeah, we're just going to tax you out the ass, 90%. If you want to send $10, well, guess what, bro? We're taking a good amount of that. And I mean, I think that's what we should do. We should take away the incentives that it is to come over here and play our system just to send money overseas. And here's the crazy thing, though. You know what kills me about this whole asylum process? We have people claiming asylum from countries that they go vacation to later on once they get in here. Like, bro, like I said, that whole immigration system was being abused, and when it got to be shut down, even H-1B visas, those are being abused all the way through. Undocumented immigrants being abused by corporations, but for some reason that's okay because of lower prices, which is insane argument.
Money overseas, we're going to tax that at 90%. Guess what? They're not going to come here anymore. They're not going to work here anymore. 2, if you're working in this country illegally and we catch you, deported. No questions asked. Bye.
These are the concessions. Do you not think that's happening? To be clear, do you not think that's happening?
That is not happening. Trump is keeping.
Well, it's happening, but not to a degree you think is sufficient.
You think ICE has caught people who are working in this country illegally, checked their papers, and be like, "You're here illegally," and just said, "Go back"?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Can you provide any evidence?
Wait, no, hold on, Owen. You talk.
Well, I mean, it's called expedited removal. Yeah, it's like, bro, if there's a lot of these undocumented immigrants that's eligible to get hit with expedited removal, where they get no court date, no lawyer, you're just gone. I mean, it was used with Bill Clinton, Obama. I mean, now Trump. Ain't nothing new.
About the money that's going back to foreign countries. Somalia was the #1 place where actually money, fraudulently obtained money, was being sent to Somalia, and Trump, through a massive operation, stopped that in Minnesota, and we saw what the backlash was. And look at the danger that the ICE agents are facing just because
Trump
I agree
is doing
it.
Now that you could maybe blame on Pam Bondi, but that's because we did not take care of these groups that fund and organize this stuff. So,
but we are now going even under Pam Bondi. We started going to Minnesota. We went to California.
Who's been arrested?
No.
Well, there were people.
I mean, yeah, there's people organizing these protesters, literally telling these people to attack ICE, to obstruction, get in front of their cars, and they're being organized, and some are even being paid to do so. Why haven't we went after those people? Why haven't nobody been arrested for obstruction of law enforcement? Organized obstruction of law enforcement, by the way, organized. They're doing it through apps.
No, there have been people prosecuted.
None of them.
Yes,
the people that organize
communicating through messaging apps to organize the obstruction of law or the obstruction of ICE. Like, come on now, this is a bit wild.
These riots and are disrupting ICE, none of them have been arrested. And all we see now is they have some financial crimes that they're investigating for the Southern Poverty Law Center. They're going to get a slap on the wrist.
But there have been people arrested, right? So
there's been plenty of scammers.
There's a great
scammers arrested.
How do we just get? We were talking about mass. Let's stick to the topic. Mass deportation.
Okay, let's go.
You still haven't provided
every single individual.
I'll continue. About Iran.
I'll
talking
continue.
About Pam Bondi somehow, and you've talked about.
But it's campaign promises. The
question is.
We're not hopscotching here. The current topic was mass deportations. It wasn't sufficient for this panel. So I'm asking them, you said 10 million. What is the number for you?
I think it would need to at least
10 million is 10,000 a day for the rest of his presidency.
it needs to at least match what Biden let in at minimum.
Okay, that's 10,000 a day.
But you don't
That's a
know.
bitch.
You also have to
it's a
take into
nightmare.
consideration the resources. We just funded more.
Okay,
DHS just got billions of dollars.
Of course, resources.
I mean, yeah, but here's the thing, though. We also are trying to fund. We also just put like what, $25 to $50 billion towards a war that's unnecessary. That's unwanted by the American people. That's a war of choice and not a war of necessity. We could have put that towards what? Immigration enforcement. So y'all can't even make that excuse when y'all throwing money in places that, well, really money don't need to be thrown into. You already gave the military over $1 trillion. Why did they need to get another $500 million of reallocated funds?
Okay,
are always
exactly.
are always an issue.
They're
However,
building more holding facilities. All of that takes time. You expected this to get done
And
in
the
what, day one?
DNC is thwarting police work, so we're getting riots at every deportation. 10,000 people a day have to leave to get to a number 10 million, and we're getting riots in the streets, people being shot, just as ICE try to do their job, because the DNC has totally crippled law enforcement.
So once again, we're in the business of excuse making, and you're admitting it's not happening.
No, I don't. We never said that.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Nobody's
Can you
serious.
also stop lying?
Nobody's
Obama
serious
didn't
to say
deport more people than Trump. Obama deported 3.1 total people and total million.
That includes
in
turnaways.
8 years.
It includes people turned away
Exactly.
Okay, but this also shows that different Republicans want different things when it comes to mass deportation. Some people are like 5 million, 10 people.
No, I
and
think
then
we all
some
want
people
the
like
same
Matt
thing.
Walsh is like, I want zero.
No, I think
in
we all
this
want.
country.
I think we all want everybody deported. I think just the timeline we're talking.
If we're counting turnaways, don't do that. I mean, if you're telling that Obama counted turnaways, and that mean Biden, bro, that mean Biden might have deported more people than Obama. If we're counting,
But the thing is, and Linda made a great point with respect to the ramp up to the deportations. There's a lot of people in this country who shouldn't have been paroled into the country. They were saying, hey, make sure you come back for your court date. That's cool. But the reason why Biden had to let them go, because so